never give up on whatever God put in your heart, whatever he's called you to do. And how you know he put it there is when you try to talk yourself out of it. You try to forget about it, but you can't. It keeps calling you. And it's not the ego, it's the soul calling you. And it will not let you rest until you answer. Because the ego is actually telling you you're crazy, you're delusional. Give it up, give it a rest. It's never gonna happen. You have to stop looking at doing God's work as a way to get a reward, and instead look at it as a way of life. Yes, the rewards will eventually come, but until then, you have to show God he can trust you with a little before he blesses you with a lot. You wanting to give up, that's just your ego. Because your ego tells you, since you haven't seen the fruits of your labor, it was all in vain. But you can't have that mindset, because you shouldn't be focused on the outcome. You should be focused on the obedience. And you're not obedient because you want to get a reward or even out of fear. You're simply obedient because you love God and you know he has your best interests at heart and he knows best. I can't tell y'all how many times I've tried to throw in the towel and tell God, get somebody else to do it. Why you got me doing this? Because this does not make sense. I've tried so many times, but something in my spirit just won't let me quit. And it drives me crazy. It's like, I love it, but I hate it at the same time. I've been doing YouTube for almost 8 years, and my channel hasn't really grown much. I still don't make money off YouTube. And I don't do it for the money, obviously, or else I wouldn't be doing it this long for free. But it is nice to be compensated for your services. And I see other people who are like, yeah, I was on YouTube for 6 months or a year, and then my channel just took off, and now I'm rich off YouTube. And I'm just like, damn, what am I doing wrong? And there's been so many times where I'm like, just quit, just give it a rest. This is a waste. Like, what are you doing? But something in my spirit just won't let me quit. And I know that's God. So I just keep being obedient, and I'm completely detached from an outcome. I'm only attached to God and what he's assigned me to do. Because here's the thing, even when I try to entertain going down a different path and doing something more logical, it just doesn't feel right. Then I would really feel like I was an imposter, because I would know I was living a lie. I wasn't really doing what God has called me to do. So I'm like, you know what, Lord, even though this looks crazy, from the outside looking in, this looks crazy. It does not make sense. But hey, if you think I'm qualified for the job, I accept, and I will not complain. My faithfulness to God is not dependent on what he does for me. It's not dependent on what prayers he answers. It's simply based on who he is. He is the reason I exist. He is the reason I'm breathing. He is the reason I have the gifts that I have. He is the reason for everything. I will be nothing without God. God is the only being, the only force that's been with me through thick and thin, from the beginning to the end. So I'm not attached to anything but God. And I'm not going to quit doing whatever he tells me to do. I'm going to do it for as long as he tells me to do it. And I'm not going to complain. That's it. That's literally the mindset that you have to have, because that's the only thing that's going to keep you going. Because here's the thing. You don't know when God is going to bless you. You don't know how long it's going to take. But guess what? You shouldn't even be worried about that. It's your ego that's attached to timetables. It's your ego that's attached to numbers. Whether my videos help 100,000 people or just 100 people or even just 10 people, it's not about the number. It's about who I helped. When I start focusing on the numbers and not the souls that are actually watching, that's when I lose sight of what God has called me to do. And it's about me and my ego and me feeling important. When you're doing God's work, can't no ego be involved. Even though I have my moments where I want to give up, and it is challenging, I can honestly say I have so much joy in my heart, because I know I'm walking in alignment with who God has called me to be. That brings me so much joy. That gives me so much life. If you're not already on that path, It is so hard to describe, but it brings a peace and a joy that I've never felt prior. When I was just doing things my own way, I never felt this joy and peace that I feel now, and I never want to lose that. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on God. Never give up on love. Never give up on your dreams. You can do all things through the Most High. You are so worthy. You are so strong. You are so gifted. You are qualified. You are not an imposter. You are way more powerful than you realize. God would not put this desire in your heart if He wasn't going to help you receive it and fulfill it and achieve it. Like, you have to believe, no matter how long it's been. You cannot give up. You cannot lose faith. God is real, and God loves you, and God cares, and God is going to come through when you least expect it. I love you guys. Y'all know I'm a crybaby. If you didn't know, now you know. If this message helped you, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. If you need some spiritual guidance, check out my website in the description box. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.